All right, so apparently some school in Ottawa decided to, instead of having some traditional Remembrance Day plan on Remembrance Day, they decided to play it's a Palestinian Gaza protest song in remembrance of it. Now, why did they do that? Well, the principal, who is looks like he's the wokest person ever, apparently said that Remembrance Day isn't really important. It's just about some white guys who did something in a war a long time ago. That's like the gist of what he said. So it says here that Ottawa's public school board has launched an investigation into a school's Remembrance Day ceremony that featured a Palestinian protest song about peace in Gaza as the musical accompaniment at school assemblies. The Arabic language song was played 3 times at the Remembrance Day ceremonies for students in all grade levels at Sir Robert Borden School, leading some angry and distressed students and parents to complain of it being inappropriate for the event and politically charged, as reported by National Post. Let's see if we can find the quote here from this guy. Yeah, so it says the inclusion of a song that could be seen as politically charged was not in line with the values and respect and unity that we strive to uphold at the school, Hobbs said. Hobbs is the principal. But that's not what he said at the beginning. If we actually go over to the National Post and what they posted on Twitter here, or maybe it's in the comments. Sorry about that. Let me just pull this up here. Yeah, it's in an article that Pierre Poilievre posted. So someone named Stacy said that Principal Aaron Hobbs defended the selection during one of those meetings, saying it was chosen to bring diversity and inclusion to Remembrance Day that is usually only about a white guy who has done something related to the military. I mean, it's just absolutely disgraceful. I mean, Remembrance Day is when the World War ended, the 11th hour, the 11th day, yada yada yada. Remember all that? It wasn't about some white guy. It was about Canadian, American, British soldiers giving their lives to fight for freedom. Something that this guy apparently doesn't understand. And he probably voted for the one of the two clowns that are trying to take away our freedom, so of course he doesn't understand. Of course he doesn't understand. So Pierre Poilievre just absolutely roasted this guy and said, what an absolute disgrace that so many woke activists and authorities use Remembrance Day to push their divisive and radical causes, denigrating our history and the brave military members who sacrificed for it. We are a proud country with a proud history, and everyone who lives here should be grateful to call Canada home. Well said. Now he's also Pierre Poilievre has also come around lately, and he's been talking about this woke nonsense, these woke ideologies, and these extremely woke people, and how it needs to stop. And that's what I'm one of the many things I'm hoping that Pierre Poilievre actually does is just put an end to this wokeness. We all know who I'm talking about. And again, I have no problem with what sexual orientation or what race or religion you want to, what religion that you're a part of, what your sexual orientation. I don't care. Do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Okay. But other than that, how 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 hard they're pushing this kind of stuff on everybody. And here's my ideas, and you have to believe, or else you're a bigot, you're a fascist. We're tired of it. It's been 10 years now, right? Wasn't it around 2014 when this whole woke nonsense started? When Pierre Poilievre gets in office, when he gets in office, he needs to put a stop to it. Okay, we need to take a bit of a back seat to these social issues, considering how many Canadians are starving and can't afford rent, and how immigration is just out of control. They keep bringing in more people than houses they're building, which obviously is a huge problem. Let's focus on things that actually make Canada safe and affordable again, please. And enough with this, flags everywhere. Like, listen, we're Canadian, and the Canadian flag is our flag. If you have a different flag that you want to display in your place or whatever, fine, do it. But, you know, people are getting really sick of this kind of stuff. And I am too. And I got to be careful with what I say. And again, I don't mean to disrespect people who are part of any other community. It's just, you can be that, but the ideas are being pushed so much on everyone else, it's turning a lot of people off, and you've seen so many examples of it. I don't think YouTube would be too happy if I show those examples with their terms of service. They'd consider it a hate crime or something, hate speech or something like that. So I'm not going to show those clips, but I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that once Pierre Poilievre gets in office, this woke nonsense, this garbage will finally come to an end? Or do you think that it's not going to be any different with him and he's going to push all these other agendas as well? I always enjoy reading and engaging with your comments, so please don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.